Prologue on Administrative Suffering. There is a shared experience among intelligent beings. It involves a line. It involves a form you were not given. It involves a clerk who insists this is, somehow, your fault. Most species encounter this moment early, often in a place designated for motor vehicles or licenses or citizen services. Some learn patience, others learn despair. A few quietly imagine dramatic gestures involving paperwork, not to cause harm, but to make a philosophical point. What many do not realize is that bureaucracy is not a local phenomenon. It does not emerge from governments. It emerges from certainty. And wherever certainty gathers, forms follow, even among the stars. What follows is not an indictment. It is a record, filed with professionalism, restraint, and only minimal resentment.
There are many dangers in the universe. Unstable stars, predatory anomalies, civilizations that mistake volume for authority. And then there is paperwork. Our encounter with the Department of Space Vehicles did not begin with hostility. It began with a ding, a document manifested inside my light field. This was notable for two reasons. First, I do not possess a personal light field. Second, the document was already stamped. The captain asked what it said. It was titled, Mandatory Interstellar Vessel Compliance Audit, Section G4, Alpha. Subsection, Long Overdue Entities. The captain asked how long overdue we were. The document did not specify a number. It simply said, yes. At that point, additional documents began to arrive. One, then another, then a small, aggressive pile. The Wanderer emitted a low harmonic that I have since translated as irritation. The captain asked if the Wanderer was afraid of paperwork. She responded by drifting backward at 1/10 light speed. I informed the captain that the Wanderer was attempting to flee. He reminded her that we had survived harmonic collapses, temporal fractures, and pirates demanding refunds. He then said with less confidence than usual that we could survive bureaucracy. I did not share his optimism. Failure to appear, we learned, would result in a quantum withholding of travel privileges. This is not a metaphor. It is a legal injunction embedded directly into spacetime. In short, the Wanderer would be forbidden, by law, from leaving anywhere. The bureaucracy had weaponized metaphysics. We complied. The Department of Space Vehicles exists in a structure best described as a post office that achieved sentience and became resentful. The line was immense. According to posted signage, the approximate wait time was between 11 and 13 galactic rotations depending on seasonal flux. While we waited, a being ahead of us dissolved into dust. Another being grew from the dust and stepped forward to take its place. This was listed as a common customer renewal phenomenon. The captain asked me to take a number. The dispenser refused. It only issued numbers to beings with limbs. I declined to manifest limbs, as my previous attempt resulted in the accidental creation of a minor deity. The captain approached the machine himself. It growled, then dispensed a glowing object. The captain asked what number it was. I informed him it was a quark. This was not encouraging. A loudspeaker announced it was now serving number 3. Our designation, according to the quark, translated loosely as soon. Eventually, we reached a clerk. The clerk had 19 eyes, each focused on a different form. They asked for our paperwork. We were informed we required a form in order to request a form. That would allow us to receive the form we were missing. The ink was required to be telepathic and regretful. I was able to satisfy both conditions. The clerk remained unconvinced. Inspection followed. An inspector touched the Wanderer. There was a brief sound. Then the inspector ceased to exist. He rematerialized moments later on the ceiling, inverted, wearing a toga. He reported having seen creation and sandwiches. He filed 17 pages of paperwork blaming us. Payment was requested. The fee was 3 units of certified vacuum. We provided them. They were rejected for containing trace atoms. These atoms had appeared after sealing. This was deemed our fault. Alternate currencies were refused. Dark matter was accepted only on Thursdays. It was not Thursday. It had not been Thursday for 2 years. At last, a supervisor arrived. It reviewed our file, paused, reviewed it again, then informed us we were exempt from all regulations, all forms, all fees, all inspections. We had been exempt since the early resonance epoch. A junior clerk had filed us under newcomer. The captain observed that this had taken hours. The supervisor said this was remarkably fast. They once had a case that lasted 600 cycles. The applicant had evolved into a bureaucracy. As we departed, a clerk shouted that we had not filled out the exit survey. The captain increased our speed. The wanderer emitted a relieved harmonic. End part 1. Thanks for listening.